Welcome to our April edition of the Century 21 Affiliated Market Update. I'm Dan Cruz, President and CEO of Century 21 Affiliated, joined here by our wonderful founder, Mr. Bill Kessler, who we have back in action. In fact, our last market update we had was right before the global conference, and we were fortunate to have Rick Davidson with us. Gave us a nice little pitch for the upcoming global conference. Since then, we went out to Florida, had a fantastic time, and we were extremely fortunate to get on stage the Friday night of the awards banquet and be recognized as the largest Century 21 in the world. So I think from Bill, myself, all of our partners, leadership throughout the company, we want to say a huge thank you for all the hard work and dedication you guys put in over this last year.
The number one company in the United States and in the world by units for the third year in a row. I love this consistency. It's just incredible, right? From Madison, Wisconsin, Bill Kessler and Dan Cruz from Century 21 Affiliated.
It was so exciting there to have 100 of us rush the stage so that we all participated in the award, because the award was for everybody, not just for us.
Yeah.
And it was a good break for me from my tropical vacation.
It was good to have you back in action for that. So fantastic year in 2015, and we're pushing forward for hopefully another great year in 2016. With that said, let's jump into the market for a few minutes. The market seems busy, active. We've talked about this the last couple months. January and February were really good months. March was a fairly good month. Really good pendings, and we think April is going to play out that way as well. I would say the biggest challenge we continue to face, and we've talked about this probably the last 6 months, is a lack of good listing inventory that's out there. And talking to agents throughout the entire office footprint that we have, it is an issue in every single market that we're in. And I think if I'm an agent out there, I need to focus on contingencies, making sure we meet them, know how to deal with multiple offers, and know when a new property hits the marketplace, there's probably going to be showings that afternoon and multiple offers taking place later that day.
I think if you just think of two things, because we have been through these markets before, and the winners, and we all want to be the winners for our buyers, for our sellers, are two concepts. One, creativity. I'll give you an example in a moment. And the other is sense of urgency. Mm-hmm. When a new property comes to the market, get your tail out there. I don't care what your buyer says, I don't care what you got going on. Get out there, get your offer in. Often the first one wins. Mm-hmm. And you want to be first and best. The creativity part with the offers is almost all markets now with good properties doing these offers over asking price, but they often are subject to appraisals. Okay, that's fine, but if I'm the seller, I'm going, well, why should I sit around for 30 days and I get nothing anyway and start all over again? I got a dead property, a stale property. So if you can make it not subject to appraisal, that's great. If you make it partially subject to appraisal, like, you know, appraisals within $10,000, $5,000, $20,000, whatever, that's better than blanket subject to appraisal. So think. What's the best your buyer could do on all areas, not just on price, but on terms, and that will really help you be the winner.
I think just adding on to that, the importance of knowing what our buyers want, right? How far are you willing to go for these properties? And that's an important piece of communication you got to have open. And to your point, I was just talking to one of our agents the other day, multiple offers on a property within 24 hours, subject to an appraisal. And if it didn't appraise out within $10,000, buyers made up the cash to make that appraisal. So there's some techniques. Creativity is an important piece of the puzzle. So listing still king. Go out there, making sure we're building our listing inventory for the spring market here. Let's shift gears here for a sec. We got some really good things taking place with Skylight Insurance. Bill, maybe give us a quick update before we end here.
Well, the no-brainer for ancillary services for all of us is homeowners insurance. Especially with first-time buyers, it's like, oh yeah, I have to get insurance. So one of the things we've looked at for years is how are we going to help our consumer, or our buyers, do a better job in that area. So we're very proud that we now have Skylight Insurance, of which we're involved and we're partners with, so we'll make sure it's going to work, and a multiplicity of carriers to work with, and Now it's going to be an automatic checkbox on the transaction worksheet, so hopefully it'll be a benefit to all of you.
We're really excited about rolling out this partnership. It's going to be a great benefit to the clients and customers out there, and hopefully to you as agents. Last little tidbit, on May 11th, we are going to be having a Mike Ferry seminar here, actually in Madison, Wisconsin. It's open to every agent within the organization. After that particular event, we're going to have an open house right at the corporate headquarters where we can do some Q&A, have some drinks, have some fun. So if you're interested, talk to your local team leaders, and we'll get the information out.
May 11th at the Harley-Davidson Roadhouse in Madison, Wisconsin.
Guys, have a fantastic spring. Have a great month. We'll talk to you soon.